Good day, friends, and welcome to the sweet new rig we have here at Harbor Light School for students to record their own training using Camtasia and the cool tools that we've got added to this class. So if you're in my classroom and you ever create something that's better than what I give you in the video lesson, you're allowed to come out here and teach people how it's done. So the first step is when you get here, sign into Chrome. You simply need to click up on this picture and then you need to manage people. We need to add yourself, and when you click add, type in who you are. I am doing my Kid Harmon account. You can add a shortcut, but you don't have to, because we can always use that little dot to get to it. And when it says welcome to Chrome, you need to turn on sync and type in all of your login info. Make sure you type your entire email address with the @westottawa.net and then enter your password. When you click enter, make sure you choose the link data option. That's how you get all your work. And then do the turn on sync as well. And at this point, you've got access to all the things you've ever created, so you can go to what you're showing off. For instance, if you were showing off a Tinkercad project, you can just visit Tinkercad and bring up whatever it is you want to teach. The actual recording at this station is done by launching a program called Camtasia Recorder. It'll probably pop up over on this window over here, and right now it does not have a webcam, and I'll bring this over so you can see it better. So there is no webcam, and then I don't want to record the system audio. There may be a chance you want to, and then we're using this microphone. You can see right here the little light showing up as I record it. I'm going to bring this over to the other screen. And then since I'm doing this just for pretend, I'm going to record the silly starting of Tinkercad. But what you do is you press F9 or click record to start recording. It counts down. Everything that I say is now being recorded with this microphone. So for instance, I could say, hey, in HLModTech, we learn how to use Tinkercad. When we sign in, we just click the sign in button, and then on the next magical screen, you hit using social providers and you hit Google. It asks if you want to link your account, and you say yes, and boom, in a matter of no time, you are in Tinkercad and ready to start creating. You press F10 to be done with your recording. If you're ever paused and you need to think about what you're recording, you can press F9 to pause and then F9 to restart. It's that easy to create the cool content that you're making. I like to record many little pieces as I build, and then I'll show you how to get into the Camtasia Studio to learn how to build in a second. So when you've got your recording done, you can minimize those windows, and you need to launch Camtasia 9. Now right now I'm actually recording with Camtasia 9, so if I sneak this over, you can see the counter that was on the other window. With your new project, start by choosing Save and put your name in there. So I'm going to put Kid.Harmon, and this is my second project as I play. We need to import some media, so we always click or do right-click import. I'll make sure you see me do that. This plus sign works as well. And then our media is stored in the Favorites, Documents folder, and then it's saved by date. Today I recorded 2 files. I'm going to bring them both in, and I'm going to click Open. Before I drop them in, I'm going to go to my library, and then I'm going to drop in my Modtech intro. I want that in front of all the videos you create. If you slide this across, you can see that is my HLModTech YouTube channel intro. Then go back to your footage, and then you can double click to see what the video was. Now this was me teaching you what I showed you a minute ago. If I double click on the one, this is where I was showing you what I recorded. If it's the piece I want, I just drop it down in track 1. You can then play your video. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. If there's a part of your video that was bad, like I've got a gap here that I don't need, you can press the letter S to split that, and then you could split again and delete, or you can just shrink it so that it comes together. If your audio is quiet, like back here you can see my audio is not as loud as I want, I can hit Edit Audio. I can double click to make a audio point And I'm going to double click to make another audio point, and then I can raise that up until it's at the exact level that I want. You can play and test with this to see just how cool you can make it. If you don't like your voice at some point, and mine is all make-believe, so let's just pretend that this was not what I wanted to say. Notice I made 4 audio points, and I'm going to shrink down the middle. The ends stay the same. I'm going to click right in front of that, and I'm going to click the voice narration, and now I can re-record what I was supposed to say. If you get a chance, don't forget to subscribe to HLModTech. When I hit stop, it asks if I want to save it. Now that is not really truthful for what's being there, but it is fun to say because the more subscribers I have, the cooler the planet is. So that is how you add your voice to any part of the project if there was something you didn't do. If you need more space, you can do this cool trick. If you do Control F, it saves that piece of the screen, and then we want it to import it immediately into our project. And then watch this. I can hit split. I can grab both those pieces and nudge them over. I can go back to my media and see here how it says Kid Harmon time. That is that little information right there. That gives me a chunk of still video, which is silly, but it would let me add more voice. Make sure you also check us out on Instagram and Facebook. When I hit stop, that piece is saved. I can trim it so it fits, put it in place, stretch this little image, because all that was an image, grab those two and bring it back. So it lets you customize your video so that it does what you want, not necessarily what you did the day you recorded it. When you're happy with your entire project, you need to go back to the media choice and titles and find the end screen and drop it in place. This end screen has our music credits. These music credits are not the correct ones. We need to add the correct ones by first importing the song you want to use. To find a song, I want you to hit Dropbox and do the royalty-free folder. It is important that you use royalty-free songs. And then I'm going to just pick the Andrew Huang Club. When you bring it in, I like to put it right on top of my bottom track. So I right click and do insert track above. And then I'm going to bring that music in and I'm going to drop it all the way to the left. Zoom in so I can see better. Let's slide all the way to the left, and I like to shrink the beginning of the music, go to my first clip and create an audio point, go back a little bit and create an audio point, and then bring my music quiet so that you can hear me talk. Sometimes if these are super loud, you need to adjust them to an acceptable clip. I'll hit play and we can see how this sounds. That's actually a pretty quiet start, so I can raise it up to about 60%. And then you simply need to go to the end. Watch this trick. Control end snaps to the end of your stuff, except my clip was too long. Let's split that real quick by doing S, and then I'm going to click delete. Let's do Control end again. Zoom in, and let's make our audio fit our special titles as well. Remember, we want to double click to make an audio point here. One a little bit in, one near the end, and one at the end. And then when you lift up the middle, it actually adds that cool ending to your song. There it starts playing and it fades out and shows all the cool ending stuff. I'm going to pause with the space bar, and then I'm going to fix these music credits to give the right person credit. Remember, this was Club, and you just double click and retype it, by Andrew Huang. Make sure you always type their name correct. There is nothing worse than giving the wrong person credit for the cool stuff that you created. When you're done with your project, click File Save. It doesn't hurt to show me, but quite often I don't have time to see it. For me to see the final one, you need to click Local File for the Share button. We always choose 1080p, and then I want you to put it in a special folder. If you hit Browse, it is called Dropbox, and you're going to put it in 7 caps. Make sure it has your title of what you're making. Mine was Sign into Tinkercad. So that way I know who it is and you've got your name attached to it. Hit save. Shut off the subfolders and anything else and just hit finish and let your project get built. So hey friends, it takes a while for it to build, but that way you can at least see how it all works. Hopefully this helps you and you have fun making cool stuff. If you found this useful, please hit that like button. If you got a question, comment, or a suggestion, add it down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button. And last but not least, hit the notification bell if you want to be the first to know when there's a brand new video from me, HLModTech. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.